Hi, aren't you tired of fighting the same battles to break free from addiction, from pain, or shame? Well, welcome to ENAC, the 90 days journey of enabling newness. We're stepping into freedom by rooting out lies and sowing the truth, God's truth. Hi, welcome. This is day 25 of the 90 days journey of enabling newness. How have the series been? Have you been enjoying it? Well, for me, this has to be my favorite series. I don't know, I just love the content that has been posted here so far. I would say this would be my favorite out of the 90, but the best is always ahead, right? So let's see how this continues. But today we're going to be talking about rewiring your brain, how neuroplasticity helps you heal from addiction. And if you notice, we're trying to find out some science-based strategies that you can be aware of when trying to overcome addiction. So in the last episode, we talked about dopamine, how it drives your urges, and we even talked about a rule or something you can do when you notice that you're trying to give in to those addictive impulses. This episode is inspired by Dr. Marc Lewis, a neuroscientist who went through addiction himself and spent years studying what actually works when it comes to recovery. So let's get into it. Now, neuroplasticity sounds complex, but it's really isn't. It's actually pretty simple. It just means that your brain is not fixed. It's not flexible. You can change your brain. Your brain can be rewired. Now, when you think of a thought, when you take an action or respond to a feeling, you're strengthening a neural pathway in your brain. That when you do something continuously, it's like you're strengthening a neural pathway. And then, so just imagine this, right? Imagine walking through a grassy field. Just imagine walking through a grassy field. Everything is leveled the same way. But for some reason, you like taking a particular path. And you do this over and over again. So every day, Monday through Sunday, you go to the field and you keep walking that particular path. You realize that the more times you walk the same path, the more the grass flattens around that path you walk. So it's easier to walk that way again. So it's the same thing. So addiction is like that. It's a brain pattern, one that can be reinforced over and over again, right? So Dr. Marc Lewis says something powerful, right? And it's the same thing I've said in a previous episode when I said addiction is not a disease. It's a form of deep learning. So he's saying that your addiction is not some lifelong sentence. It's basically your brain's way of saying, I found something that made the pain stop and I'll go there again. So your brain just automatically goes here because that's the easiest thing for it to do. But you can teach your brain, the more you practice new responses, the more you show up, the more you keep doing it, the more your brain rewires. So Dr. Marc Lewis says, addiction is about getting stuck. Recovery is about movement. You're just re-engaging with life. You're not rewiring your brain in one day, definitely. But every time you choose to stay instead of escape, every time you choose not to do what you are used to doing, you are creating a new wiring in your brain. And then if you keep on doing this and doing this and doing this, you realize that just the same way addiction was your go-to and it's become the easiest thing to do, that new wiring that you're creating and you're consistently doing would become your default, right? Would become, just imagine like spending so much time on your phone and you set a particular time that, instead of me lazing around by, let's say 4 to 5, right? Instead of me lazing around by 4 to 5, I'll decide to go to the gym and I'll go lift weights or I'll go run on the treadmill. In the beginning, it's not going to be easy, right? But as you keep on doing it, like, I just want to give myself so much credit because for the past month I've been gymming because there's a gym in my workplace. And then there's a particular time after work, 4 to 6, that the gym is opened. So immediately after work, I just go there. And in the beginning, my body was sore and I didn't really like the experience. But then now, like, I just love the gym. I just love going there. And before, during that time, that 4 to 6 time span, I'm usually going back to my dad's office, and when I get there, I'll spend so much time on my phone scrolling before I realize, oh, there's something I need to do. But because there's a gym now, like, I go there, I use the equipment, I feel good about it, then I come back and I don't feel like lazing around. Like, the next thing I'm doing is like, oh, what's the next thing to do? How can I be more productive in the rest of my day? Scientists are saying you can rewire your brain. That means teaching yourself new habits and letting go of old ones is not something you can't do. No matter how hard it seems, I promise you, just keep doing and doing. You may fall, you may decide to take another pathway. It's fine. Just bring yourself back and keep walking and walking and walking. And before you know it, it becomes your default. Thank you so much for listening. I am looking forward to hearing from you in the comment section. And yeah, see you in the next episode.